And we are back with the Bullet Club. Friday, April 1st in Dallas at WrestleCon, the Good Brothers will face Mark and Jay, the Briscoes, at the Multiverse of Matches. Don't miss the chance to see this, plus the return of IPWF. 2 shows for the price of 1 ticket. Visit WrestleCon.com for more.
And Sacrifice, a bit of a mixed bag for the Bullet Club. You see the Good Brothers walk in Sans World Tag Team Championships, but it was that man, Jay White, who defeated his old mentor, Alex Shelley, in an absolute classic of a matchup.
Chris Bay has certainly benefited from being at the side of the man who brought him into the Bullet Club, that being Jay White, but you gotta believe the Good Brothers, they're ticked off that underneath those beautiful jackets that they're trying to sell around the world, that the Impact World Tag Team titles are gone and now in the hands of Violent by Design.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Bay is in the building. The Machine Gun is in the building. The Big LG is absolutely in the building. Probably the best wrestler in the world, Jay White's in the building. Impact Wrestling, the Bullet Club has arrived.
That's right, Machine Gun, the world-famous OG Bullet Club is here. But we're walking around a little bit lighter right now, Good Brother. We're walking around a little lighter, and it's not a great feeling. And that's because we don't have our Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles. So tonight, we're not out here to have fun like usual. We're not going to be telling you drinking stories. We're not going to be promoting talking shop. We're not going down the street tonight to PT Show Club, even though we want to. We are here to put the Impact Wrestling locker room on notice. The Impact Wrestling Tag Team division on notice. The Briscoes. It's time to see how many bullets are in your gun at the Multiverse of Matches on April 1st in Dallas, Texas. But most importantly, Violent by Design. Violent by Design, we have sold out arenas all over this world. We've worn gold on every continent except Antarctica because they ain't got wrestling. So Violent by Design, the 7-time World Tag Team Champions are about to become 8-time World Tag Team Champions on your dime.
You see, that's right. The Good Brothers are gonna handle their business. That's right, I handled my business as Sacrifice when I beat Alex Shelley. My old mentor, the man that I had my debut match against in New Japan Pro Wrestling all the way back in 2015, the man that has probably taught me the most in this industry. And Alex Shelley, you wanted to come back and prove yourself, like you said, against the best wrestler in the world. But, old friend Alex Shelley, you failed. And I know you really wanted that handshake. So how about instead you come on down here and maybe, just maybe, you can two-sweet the leader of the Bullet Club. Come on!
Well, Ray, Walt, I gotta agree with you. It was an absolute classic between Shelley and White and Sacrifice. Shelley putting on a tremendous effort.
Not Jay, Jamie. I'm not gonna come down there and too sweet you. You call yourself the Switchblade now, Jay White. Well, to me, you're Jamie White, that I met in 2015 at the New Japan Dojo. You're Jamie White, who lived with me for a year and a half when you were on your excursion making this much money in Ring of Honor. And I'll give you credit where credit's due. You paid all your dues and then some. And you talk about how I failed to beat you. I have absolutely no regrets over my performance at Sacrifice because we went toe-to-toe for 20 minutes and that was a war. And people would come up to me and they would say, when you went back to New Japan Pro Wrestling, hey man, was he always like that? He's changed. And I would say, he's doing what he's got to do and I have to respect that because you got to the top. You are the best pro wrestler in the world. Yeah! Chant it all you want, you're right. But there was a part of me that thought I was exempt from your disrespect. There was a part of me that thought, you know what, he treats everybody else like this, but I'm his big brother and he's gonna treat me like this. And I think as bad as this cracked sternum hurts, as bad as this busted up cartilage hurts from those knife-edged chops, pun intended, from the Switchblade, it hurts here, and it hurts here a lot more knowing that you couldn't even shake my hand.
That is not on me. That is your own fault because you made this a personal issue. Alex, it's not personal for me. It's just business. And your biggest mistake is thinking that you know me. You don't know me. You knew me. You do not know the man that I had to become in order to achieve the things that I've achieved in such a short amount of time. Records broken, history written. You do not know Switchblade Jay White. You do not know the #1 asset in all of pro wrestling, the last rock and roller, the man that single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden. I am King Switch, baby. I'm the first ever Grand Slam champion. I'm the leader of Bullet Club. Tama, the real leader of Bullet Club. Alex, I am the catalyst of professional wrestling because everything in wrestling happens because of me.
You want to talk about how you're King Switch? I'm the king of a generation, so when you go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling and you tangle with the Rainmaker, you remember that my fingerprints are on him. He wouldn't have become what he did unless it was for me. When you go to AEW, the company that the Young Bucks started, you remember that my fingerprints are on them too. I shaped this industry and my fingerprints are on you. And you want to talk about how everything in pro wrestling happens because of you? Little brother, you happen because of me.
Bruh, I'm not even gonna cap. Why are you even here? Why? For someone so well-spoken, you've got a lot of nerve, but not a lot of intelligence. Because an intelligent man will be able to stand there and realize when he's standing across from the four most dangerous men in this industry. The four most dangerous men in this business. And you, looking lame, standing up there all alone. Let me ask you a question. This for you. Do you like how it feels being lonely?
Excuse me, the adults were having a conversation. Chris, you want to talk about intelligence, right? You're clearly Mensa level IQ. I think everybody here, maybe except for you, knows that when Alex Shelley is in Impact Wrestling, he's never alone.
Oh, yes!
Baby!
Chris Sabin, the longtime tag team partner of Alex Shelley.
Wow, would you look at that? Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley together once again in Impact Wrestling. Now, in my humble opinion, and I may be a little bit biased, but I think that automatically makes us the best tag team in Impact Wrestling. But hey, we have absolutely no problem proving it. In fact, I see an opportunity to prove it in that ring right now. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to throw out a little challenge here. You just shut up for a moment. What do you say to Jay White and Chris Bay of the Bullet Club against the Motor City Machine Guns right here next week?
Okay, you know what? That, Chris, that is perfect. You see, at Sacrifice, I taught your partner, my old dear friend Alex Shelley, I taught you a lesson. So how about, next week, myself and the ultimate Vanessa, your girl's favorite wrestler, Chris Bay. We are more than happy to oblige and teach you that exact same lesson.
Okay, well, we'll oblige. We'll oblige whooping that ass next week!
It's happening. It's real. I'm jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm proud. I get to call a Motor City Machine Guns match. This is huge.
Bring all the ammunition. The Motor City Machine Guns are back together again in Impact Wrestling. And next week, they take on the Bullet Club's Jay White and Chris Bay.